yours. Let's go. Can I take you over to my hideaway? Got some things that I wanna say, but it's only for you and me. Don't need some privacy. Can I take you over to my hideaway? Got some things that I wanna say, but it's only for you and me. Don't need some privacy. Can I take you to my hideaway? 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 It's Fatal to you, featuring BMW. We hot up in here. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna need the North Pole to cool us off, man. For sure.
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūranga tutusili o le tāu. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai la sa sunga fua tau e lesi sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le tala fo voucher. Ila wana fa tau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le tālo pavata ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine.
So se paro loa fai ngō fie, a mai se le te wherua i malau telefoni, tai mi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e leo tamā o le ainga.
Fa te tu lava le tala fo voucher mo le foi au nang fo fa tai. Ma lu lava le tampai.
Tai tālo pavata.
Teki, tala pavata.
Talafalava everyone. Malole so for Malangi Mama and a warm Pacific greetings to you, to you, to you, to Australia, to Samoa, to America, to California,
To all our Blue TV viewers, our loyal followers.
to the North Pole, because we're heading into Christmas. But it's so good to see everyone tune in today. Yes, we have the beautiful Hannah joining us today. We thought we'll switch it up a little bit on Friday, because Friday, it's a fun
Friday,
day. Yeah.
exactly.
But how have you been?
Good. Been doing some really exciting things. We moved into our new office, which I'm sure you've already shared with all our viewers, but it's been very exciting.
Yeah, of
And
course.
emotional,
Yeah.
mostly.
It has been
Yeah.
very emotional. This morning I drove into work and oh my gosh, I cried.
Bear
You know?
always cries.
I always cry. So I'm driving and I'm like seeing, up there, they've
Oh,
put
we've
up
got
the
our
new
sign up.
sign.
Yes, so we've got our new sign up. So if you go down to 28D Lambie Drive,
Yeah.
you'll see a big blue wave sign. It's basic. It's in white and blue. The lettering is in blue. So look out for that as well, which is exciting. That just got done today.
Yeah. So, it was just such an emotional, driving in, I'm like, and I'm out there taking photos. So it is, it's really nice. It's yeah. But once again, we will still be doing a lot of work for the beautiful Laura there at Pacific Business Hub. So if you still
sure.
need help, head over to the Pacific Business Hub. Otherwise, it's been
Yeah.
quite busy here, eh?
And this is helpful for anything. Like if you don't even know where to start with your business, go to Laura.
Yeah.
She's really good at sending you to the right people and referring the right people. So yeah, Pacific Business Hub, good place to go.
But you know what? Now that we're talking about the Pacific Business Hub, we wanted to quickly say a thank you and a massive shout out to, of course, our sponsors. Because our sponsors, if we didn't have the love and support from our sponsors, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be anyone. So I'm truly, truly grateful. I know the Blue Wave and Blue TV team, Lorenzo and Asiata, we are all so grateful. So a massive shout out to the beautiful Whalute from Pacific 40.
Yes.
If you are looking for the best Christmas present, do it now. www.pacific40.com. It's so easy. Just click and then you buy the voucher, send it to Samoa, and then you know what happens in Samoa? The whole village, ngā lako sia o kei lafo mei laka Pacific 40 talofa
How
voucher.
simple is that? Exactly.
And it's so easy. And you know what? E mi mika o male aku o mai Samoa because of your talofa voucher that you're sending through Pacific 40. But I'll let Hannah share a little bit about the generator as well, which is another sponsor of ours.
Yep, so the generator is a facilitator for Ministry of Social Development. And basically they're there to help small businesses. So I think all that you need to access this funding is a community services card. So if you're at home and you're like, hey, I'm really good at baking cakes, I'm really good at creating crafts or anything like that, feel free to, the links will be in the description, to hit up the generator and go through the process so that you can access that funding, and they can help you with operational costs and different things like that. So yeah, the generator, helping small businesses, which is really awesome because you know what? Like with Martin, his journey in business was really, really rough. And finding people to help you when you start can be quite mentally draining and difficult. So I'm glad that these things are available for our Pasifika people.
But that's it, when we look back, I mean, I shared it earlier on this week, le keimi mua muanga a makaisika mo matania, whaingaka, it was difficult. He had to start from scratch.
Exactly.
On his own. If you do have an amazing idea, don't doubt yourself.
Yep.
Go for it 100%. Smile, wave, and you know what? Just do it because...
Sorry, I just want to add one thing. What Bear said, don't doubt yourself. And another important thing is environment. And I understand that everyone is not in an environment to thrive. Maybe the people in your household don't understand your vision. Because you've experienced that, I've experienced that. Or they don't understand what you want or how you see your business growing. That's when you need to go to the Pacific Business Hub and surround yourself with business like-minded people. So if you want to start this off, Generator, go through to the Generator, and also visit the Pacific Business Hub. You can make new friends, just someone to talk to share your journey.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's so important.
Yeah.
Because, can you imagine if you are surrounding yourself with heavy, okay, I'm not going to say this because I was going to say, I'm not going to say, just if you surround yourself with really toxic people who don't let you grow.
Yeah.
E ka koe sau next year o lai ngale seed for ingale lenga e koko from that time that surround yourself with positive people.
Exactly.
Because I've done it. I've surrounded myself with some really amazing people.
Nah, jokes. And a rose cannot grow in a desert.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure environment is important. So don't be discouraged by your immediate environment. If they're not encouraging you, make sure you find an environment. So head to the Pacific Business Hub, look into the Generator, and start your journey.
Yeah. But, these sponsors have also started from somewhere. And I just wanted to make a massive shout out and a whawhetai lava to Maota or Samoa Service Station. Honestly, if you are running low on petrol or low on energy or low on anything, you can head over to Maota or Samoa Petrol Station. I heard ole le staff.
Yeah, and I heard they fill your car as well.
Yeah, they do it. Here in New Zealand.
Oh, I'm too lazy to get out and fill my car, to be honest. Okay, I admit that I actually never fill up our car. My husband fills up my car. I'm one of those people who don't like going to the petrol station. But at the Maota Samoa,
they come and serve you. How awesome is that? It's all about service and serving our people. So thank you so much, Maota or Samoa, for your awesome contribution as well. And, of course, Floris. The awesome Floris who continues, who's new to the team and our sponsorship. And we just want to say a massive thank you, Floris, because Floris is not only helping our people and our women farmers in Samoa, because we're so sola mea ka malolo I le Hawke's Bay.
So our RSC workers are.
E kaua I lako apu I kia le whakoanga le o Samoa.
But let me tell you, Floris' story is so inspirational. Yeah. She's coming on our show today. We're going to have a talk about different things. But what I love most about this is that it is organic. And organic is a word everyone uses. It's a new buzzword. You know, it's like, we grow it. It's organic, blah, blah, blah. But there's such a beauty behind it because the culture is intertwined. I think that's a word. It's intertwined.
Intertwined. Not that kind of intertwined.
So it's intertwined with everything, culture, nature, and really gives a good description of Samoans. And how we navigated the oceans and things like that. But I'm super excited.
But can you imagine, these beautiful women in Samoa plant and they nurture these kokos. It must taste so good.
To be honest, they're living the dream.
Yeah.
That's my dream life, is just to live on a farm, nice and simple. Yeah.
But you know what? I think we're going to cut the chit chat. But guys, don't forget to stay tuned. We have got Floris to talk a little bit about the beautiful women in Samoa that the men thought that they could come here and pick up our apples over here in New Zealand.
What a sad.
I know. And then if you have tuned in and you are from Hawke's Bay and you're an RSC joker, Galaula, Wailoa. It's just a joke. It's just to make you laugh. I hope. But guys, we better get Floris in. Don't tune out.
Don't go.
Don't go.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Right after this, we've got the beautiful Floris Neal.
For the next generation of growers and farmers in the Pacific, may you find your own rhythm on the land. May you grow and teach others how to grow with love. May your skills and intuition continue to nourish, nurture, and advise those who need it.
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūlanga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le e whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau e lesi sa.
Le fia po i sawe mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana fa akau ma me te mga orai. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le tālo whawata, ua maua le apasusi o sewa whine.
So se paro loa whaingo fie, a me se rete wherua i malau telefoni, taimi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash, o na inu e dore tamā o le ainga.
Fa te tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo fa tai. Ma lu lava le tau pai.
Tai tālo whawata.
Teki, talo whawata.
Tau tua ma le au nanga le mot tau sa mo service station nei tona i mata. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele o nisi o mata au nanga i se ese. Ai le ngata foi le, ma tau te sea ke ina fo i lau ta vale. Sepala ya foi suau, mo lau tapan. A fai foi vai pa o sa. A wala te pon, ma tu te sepala ya foi e mo lau tapan. Mo lau no posila fia. Mua ta pe lau ta vale pe out. Lua ta pe lau telefoni tai me utu ina lau ta vale. Ma le vaenga mulu. Mana tua fo e matua i fasa ina lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga fape. Ota Samoa, ole mota mo Samoa. Ma te fia e au na pe mo o Samoa. Maftaila fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless. Mo o Samoa. Maftaila fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Talofa everyone. Welcome back. It's Friday and I'm super excited to have the beautiful florist today. If you don't already know, we are selling calendars. Yeah, if you need me to translate calendar for you, it's ka lenga. So for next year, and you need daily reminders and daily quotes to uplifting. Because we've been in lockdown for a while now, and every time we look back at the calendar, you want to be reminded every single day why you need to grow with love. And I thought I'd share that because that's actually something that was shared in the ad as well. So, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely exciting, these calendars. 2020 and 2021, we've been in lockdown. It's been a rough year for a lot of people. And what I like about this calendar is that it's green, and green always represents new beginnings. So, don't get disheartened by, whatever situation you've been in. These calendars are really helpful. And like Bear was saying, there's some really uplifting quotes that are involved. And also another cool feature of this, sorry, I just add this as well, is that there is a sign on when there's a full moon, a half moon. Yeah, and so basically traditional agriculture farmers use the moons on when it's the best time or best day to koko their koko. So this indicates what days
Yeah.
and
And I think,
can happen. Sorry.
and I'm just like, and I'm going to be cheeky, and I think it's going to help the men. So, you men, that's like, you can look at the calendar, our full moon, and normally that's the time you don't mess with your woman. So our full moon, loa, all of se flower, but the other cool thing about the calendars, it's raw photos of our lovely, lovely, awesome community in Samoa, the local farmers. And, it's just so real, not filtered or anything. It's so real. So, I mean, I miss Samoa, and it's, to see our people on a calendar. For me, I grew up, and what they had on calendars was palangi.
I know.
And leka kainga nga yesika calendar o yese Samoa po se Pacifica. But we are blessed now to have this in our house, and you can support by purchasing a calendar, which is also a massive contribution
Exactly.
to our ladies back in Samoa.
And what Bear means when she says support is that the money that you use to donate to these calendars goes directly to these farmers.
Yeah.
So not to someone else's, holiday to another country. This is going back to those women. So you really will be making a difference by purchasing a calendar.
Making a difference. But anyways, we do have Floris on the line, so we better bring the beautiful Floris. Floris, it's so good to have you, malo lava, and thank you so much for making the time for us here on Blue TV.
No, oh my gosh, my gratitude is to you, ladies. Thank you so much for putting up with and doing all the plugins and all the wonderful work that you do. Really appreciate Blue TV and Blue Wave, the Pacific Business Hub, and all the sponsors and everyone just kind of supporting this mahi, this work for our Pacific farmers. Although we have the calendar and it's, obviously represented by the women in this group, which is a small group. There's actually 20 something members within this group, but these are just the 12 women that were, put their hand up to be part of the calendar. And you know how shy our ladies are. I said calendar and they immediately thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to go on a diet and, look my best. But no, I really wanted to present them in a way that it was really raw, as you say, and really just truly doing their work on their daily runs and their chores that they do each day on the farm, and just kind of showing the realness and the reality of farming in Samoa and in the Pacific. So this calendar is not just a calendar. What this is, and when we thought about this, building up to it, it was really to build a vehicle for telling the stories of our farmers and our people. And of course, telling the story that women are actually kind of dominating in this space at the moment. So this is a moment in history that we want to record. And of course, it's the first of its kind, the first calendar ever from Samoa to do with farming and agriculture. It's the first for women to be part of it and to be in it, presenting it, representing it. So it's a lot of firsts. So I think it's really, really important and fantastic that the Samoan community, the Pacific community can come together and support this this work for us. To me, it's a mesina. I put it in that category of taonga or mesina, and it's also something that brings us so much closer as well to our Māori cousins, who celebrate Matariki in their own way, and it's taking us back to our traditional ways of farming, our traditional ways of doing and being. And I think that's really important in these times, with climate change, creating havoc on this planet and in the people itself. And so it's a kind of a vehicle to tell the stories of hope and the beauty that still exists. We can get caught up in all the hoo-ha that's happening in the world, but there's so much hope and there's so much good in the world. And when I look at this, every time I look at the calendar, I see something new. And when I look at these women and their faces, and I know instinctively where they come from, what struggles they've had, and what they have to deal with every day. And they're no different from you and I. We've got to bring up our children, our families, we've got to put food on the table, and all of these things. And we also have aspirations of building our business, scaling up our businesses, and young entrepreneurs as well, like yourselves. So all of these kind of themes came to mind when we were thinking about putting the calendar out there. And of course, some of the main things that we are promoting in the calendar is the cocoa. It's promoting, of course, women, and it's promoting agritourism, and then in turn promoting our country as a destination. So I know that some people haven't quite heard of agritourism. Agritourism has been around for so long. People are instinctively doing agritourism before they even know they're doing agritourism. So that's one of the themes that comes through the calendar, and it's all promoting our destination, our beautiful country, Samoa, promoting hope, promoting good food, and good family, community, not just women, but it's the women that are there doing this work right now at this point in time in history. And that's why we need your support. So I really, really appreciate all the donors so far that have made a huge contribution. Yeah.
Now, you know what, that's so awesome, because I remember, you're not a stranger to Blue TV, and I remember asking all these questions, and I was so keen to know a lot more. And, I said to Hannah, and I said to the team, there's another level of love and respect that, that we have for our women and for our people in Samoa who are doing so much work to ensure that, that we go back to our roots, because I think we've lost. I think it's going back to basics, is the simple life thing.
Yeah, and can I just add two things, Floris? You did an absolutely amazing job. Blue Wave is a digital solutions company.
Yeah.
So, we do photography and videography, and seeing these photos, our entire team loved it. The colors, the vibe, the smiles of the woman, it's honestly amazing. And I also really enjoy the quotes as well. But Bear was absolutely right. Like, generations are changing, and we're losing touch with the most simplest of things on how to grow food. If you look at people who are below 15, they affiliate food with a supermarket. There's that mindset. Whereas our older farmers, knowing how to plant and grow food is a skill set, a needed skill set. Whereas the mindset of younger people nowadays, they don't really see it that way. They just see food as something you can purchase.
Yeah. And, sorry, I do want to make this plug-in as well. Floris, I want to let all of our viewers know as well, Floris actually comes from a corporate background as well. And I think, they think, they really think that, I know as well, my mum and dad and parents have, come to New Zealand for a better life. And we strive for this better life that we believe that we're going to get here in New Zealand. As a matter of fact, life is also good in Samoa. And can you just share again that part? Because I think it's really important. I think that I remember one day, I'm just going to tell everyone how old I am. When my 13-year-old daughter said to me, and she was 5 at the time, she said, "Mum," she comes running with her excited face. She goes, "Mum, one day I'm going to be a farmer." And because I had that mentality, gaming up when she was 5, and I said, "Oh, that look." And and when I think about it now, Floris, I'm so disgusted in myself. I'm like thinking, how did I get that mentality, like, you're gonna get dirty, and you have to be in office awful,
Exactly, and you're not wrong, because when I was younger, my moipi days. Why are we talking about our moipi? Sorry. Nah, that's totally fine. When I was younger, I saw success as something that was corporate, big building, office, genge
high heels
in the office. But as I grow, I've come to realize that overproduction, big corporations is actually the lifestyle I don't appeal to.
Yeah.
I love simple living, making enough what the land can produce. And so, yeah, I just thought I'd share that little experience.
I think it's so important as well, because I tell you, man, we're so fixed on success being this big, massive thing, where success itself is just purchasing a calendar like this with Nana. And I just want to quickly say hi to Nana Millie, and also to everyone that's tuned in. Talofa Lava, Becca as well. But success is it's what you make it.
It's broad.
And it's very broad. And I think that was the mentality growing up. But if you are the best at what you do, and if you give it your whole heart and soul, oh mate, be the farmer that you want to be. So yeah, I don't think my daughter wants to be a farmer now, but can you share a little bit about that, you know, your corporate background and why this change has made you happier?
Yeah, and why it's generally important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, thanks guys. Really great experiences that you've had. And I think your experiences shared by many, many people, and many women who are my age, you know, who were brought up and given this kind of pulpit that this is, you know, you need to be a lawyer or a scientist or whatnot. And to me as well, you know, it never occurred to me ever in my life, you know, growing up, that I would go back to farm, you know, on our family land, even to go back to Samoa. So I think, you know, when I started working in New Zealand, I worked in government to start off. I've also done a lot of traveling, and I've worked in many countries, like Hong Kong, and lived in Costa Rica, and many different places, and had all of those experiences all put together. But then, you know, life actually happened to me. And I think a combination of things kind of led to a breakdown in the lifestyle that I was having. And it showed up in me through illness. You know, I was diagnosed with early stage cervical cancer back in 2013. And then, you know, a number of other kind of domino effects of health problems kind of, you know, happened straight after that. And then, you know, dealing with all kinds of other issues, all of those things put together. And I still managed to, you know, do my business of recruitment, and I was still kind of working towards something, but I didn't actually know what I was working towards. And so I think when I eventually had the breakdown and decided that, yeah, that was it, that was the end, I found myself standing in the middle of my grandparents' plantation back home in Samoa, and just letting go. And when you see that picture on the front, and I know I talk about this a lot, the cocoa pods, that's basically the image that I had on the day I had this epiphany. I went back to end things back in that plantation, and what happened to me on that day in the plantation was a culmination of all of the people that love me in my life, and all of the experiences, the positive experiences that built around my life. And then all of that, it felt like it came together in the plantation on that day when I was about to end my life, and it showed up in koko. You know, the cocoa pods was the thing that I saw, and that's when I changed. You know, when I said to myself, no, this is not the end for me. This is the beginning. And I think a lot of what happened to me in the Western life and lifestyle was, you know, a lot of us Samoans, Pacific Islanders, we tend to kind of push away mental health and, you know, all of these types of illnesses that we don't recognize as a normal part of life. And so I went away, and koko was the thing that kind of was the trigger or the sign for me to make a change. And thank God for koko, because it has become now kind of the vehicle for me to build my aspirations or whatever it is that I'm doing, helping other people, supporting women, supporting causes for young people, and the fight against violence against women, all of these things that are so central to society in Samoa and in the Pacific Island. I think all the combination of all of those things come together in this calendar because I know these women's stories, and I wouldn't know their stories if I didn't share my story with them. And I think that's more powerful and more impactful when it comes to and I hate to say the word sell, because we're not trying to sell anything. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make people aware that we're important, that we matter, all of us, and I think that's what this calendar brings up. It's telling our stories, and that's what I am. I think I'm a storyteller, and I wanted to help other people move in a way that they could also support themselves. They could see that I had come through this, and they could, build on that for themselves. And I think that's really what's central to all of this. Nothing to do, it's not about building a business and being, multi-million-dollar whatever. It's really about supporting ainga, community, village, and social justice. And like I said, you've got to matter. Everybody matters. So, this is what we're showing here. And putting your hand in your pocket for $20, I know everybody spends $20 when they go to McDonald's or Burger King. I think it's really nothing. I mean, although these women, 12 women, the funds go to building the dry houses, to building the structure, equipment for them to be able to produce more so that they can export more. And, we're starting to get the ripple effects of that is that we're starting to get businesses and organizations and aid agencies, aid funders, and business themselves here in New Zealand and all around the world. They're starting to look at this, and there's that thing where there's so much stuff out there that you don't know what it is that you're about, or people are telling you this is what you are and whatnot. And I'm very careful when I use the word organic too, because it doesn't fully describe what it is that we do. Because we're traditional farmers. Traditional farming is more than organics, because traditional talks about the time before the chemicals and before the synthetic inputs that come into Samoa. So what these women are doing is incredible, because they just kept on the our traditions of our ancestors and kept the land sacred, or tapu from all of these things. So I'm just creating a space for all of that to happen, and this calendar is to build on that. And when you support this calendar, you're not just supporting the 12 women, you're actually supporting the ripple effect of the success of these 12 women when they go ahead and build on their businesses. So yeah, I hope everyone can support that. And I really appreciate all of the amazing people. This calendar has gone to Norway. It's sitting in Paris. It's sitting in all kinds of places. Canada, the UK. We had an amazing woman from Australia send me feedback saying that this is so beautiful. When I looked at this, she came home and she saw the flat pack on the doorstep, and she opened it up and she said she sat down and just stared at the photographs, because it reminded her of her days when she was volunteering in Samoa in the 80s, and it reminded her of her specific friend. And when you people look at this calendar, when you're out there, you pick up this calendar, you see your auntie, your sister, your mother, your grandmother, they're in this calendar. And that's what the calendar brings to you. If it's just to bring you a smile and a source of inspiration for the next day, to go out in your garden and pull all the weeds out that you've forgotten about for a week or two. If it does that, then it mattered. It did something. So well done, everybody. But yeah, that's a little bit about what we're trying to do here.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I'm lost for words.
I am. I'm truly lost for words, you know, and mental health has been, a talked about topic recently. So it takes a lot of courage for a
Exactly.
woman to share.
Thank
And
you so much,
thank
Flores,
you.
for sharing your story. And I really enjoyed the part where you said, when you were working into the corporate world, 9 to 5, whatever that may be, and you asked yourself, what are you looking for? And I think more people need to ask themselves that question. Is it money? Is it status? Is it those things? And the fact that you went back home and the plantation grounded who you were and realigned what you needed and wanted in life is so inspirational. And I think is a story that definitely needs to be told.
Yeah. What a powerful testimony to be shared here again. I mean, I know that our first interview was more about the farming itself and the traditional, because I actually didn't know that the moon played a big, massive part with regards to the soil. And so it was really, for today, it was really important to kind of share like that heartfelt journey for the calendar itself and what it means to you and what it means to the woman of Samoa, who you're not only just making an impact here in New Zealand, it's obvious that the impact is a global impact. And the quotes that shared in this, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And just your story itself, like
Exactly.
I think a lot of women, who have come. I mean, I've been in the corporate world for a very long time, and I always share this and my experience with the team with Hannah. And I think it was when I finally realized. I said to my husband, if I left this world tomorrow, what would it say on my headstone? And that's kind of where I went, it would just say name, sorry, date of birth. I'm going to share it. So this is my story and I'm going to quickly share. Date of birth, sunrise, sunset. You know what I mean? Because that's what it was for me. It was like sunrise, sunset. And then I'm like looking at myself and then that's it. Oh, Beck was awesome at paying her mortgage off. Sometimes. And that's it. That's all that I would probably have on there. She owned her house.
Yeah. See,
and
it's
I'm just
like
thinking,
attached to material things.
It was only attached to since I've started at Blue Wave. Oh my goodness.
We share the same journey. It's been very purposeful, and we're all big believers of purposeful work.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Flores, this is not something to make a lot of money. We love what we do, and we can definitely relate to your experience of trying to uplift Pasifika people in different ways, obviously. But we're so happy for you. We're so excited. We're glad that you went through that journey and you came out better and stronger and sharing these amazing calendars.
Because I did. I think it was this week or last week. I actually had a bit of a catch up with a good friend of mine, Collins, and I shared with him how sometimes you kind of go through a journey and you kind of feel like, my goodness, I've hit rock bottom, and then you kind of think, can I get myself out of it? And I tell you what, when you go through those challenges in life, at the time and at that moment, you think, that's it, it's all over. But I tell you, it builds a stronger woman, and you come out with a bigger smile. And I know in my heart that you had to go through some of those challenges in life because you are required to do bigger things.
For sure.
It might not be the big, thing that to somebody else, but I tell you now, when I say sunset, there's gonna be a more meaningful quote or something that I love the story, and I really, really think that it was really important to share that part, of your journey to connect back to the beautiful calendar that we've got here. But I know Hannah wanted to share a few quotes with you as well.
Yeah. So we just wanted to do this thing where we read a quote and then really briefly, quickly, we'll say what it means to you.
To you, yeah.
So do you want to share your quote first?
Yep. So the first quote was, do you want to?
I'm looking for my quote.
Hang on, I did have it and I think I've lost it.
1 second.
Sorry.
Because the calendar is on both sides.
Yeah. So I just.
And yeah.
Oh, I think that was your one. Sorry.
Really? Oh, this was my one. Okay, I found
Yeah,
my
you go,
one.
you go.
Okay. He
Yeah,
who
there's that
plants. So what does this mean to you, Floris? He who plants trees loves others beside himself.
Yeah, I mean that's a really famous quote, and I think the immediate thing that comes there is about selflessness. You know, it's about what's happening in the world now, and whether you're talking about vaccination or you're talking about planting trees for the future generation. It's all the same thing. It's all completely about being wholly and fully selfless and doing things for others and ensuring that others are safe and others have something to eat in the future. And it reminds me of the time that I spent with the Sava'i Coconut Farmers Association in Saipipi, where all the coconut farmers were talking about how 70 years ago that they are now benefiting from the plants or the coconuts that were planted 70 years ago. But what the stark difference was that there was nobody today replanting those. So the people 70 years from today, what do they have? So when I think about that, I think about what we're doing today isn't necessarily for ourselves. We're doing it for, our grandchildren, our unborn, grandchildren and future generations. So that's what that means to me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. She basically covered everything in a nutshell. Yeah.
I am going to share the one that, because, I was born in April. So, sunrise, April.
Yay.
Sorry. I'm just laughing because I have this thing for, I've been talking a lot to Hannah about headstones and cemeteries. I don't know if it's because I'm planning my funeral or something soon, but, it's been quite a big thing, to use that as, what do you call it? Like a
eulogy,
symbolic
eulogy.
or eulogy.
Eulogy.
Is it or like a symbolic?
Yeah.
I was kind of trying to use it like to compare it to life, like
I think it's symbolic.
like a symbolic. Anyways, I'll just share my quote, right? So because I was born in April, I thought I'd use this one. But I really, really like this one as well. The biggest lesson the land has taught me is how to be gentle with it. So sorry, I'm gonna cry. I'm conscious of the fact that Mother Nature's needs are also my needs. So what does this quote mean to you?
Yeah, I think that's a quote and something that I'm writing, and to me it also makes me emotional, because when I wrote that, I thought about how much damage that we've already done, on our soils, our land, our planet, and ourselves, our generation, yourself, and so the lessons that I was taught every single day that I slept on my plantation and I woke up and I watched the trees growing, or I watched the new buds come in, and all of that is that the land was really teaching me to stop being angry and just be gentle with myself. The way that I was, being gentle with the trees and how I was nurturing them and nourishing them each day. And that's what, so I was doing that instinctively to the trees and the farm and the plants and my vegetables and stuff, but I wasn't necessarily doing it to myself. So really that is kind of almost like, Mother Nature is actually saying that to me.
Wow.
Like, be gentle to yourself, Floris, and don't be so angry. Stop being angry and just kind of build on your all the positives and all the great things that you've achieved and what's to come, and be gentle with yourself. Love yourself. Yeah.
That's absolutely beautiful. And
I love that. What's to come?
Exactly. And just a fun fact. I'm not bragging or anything. My grandfather was a cocoa farmer, and Yes, he was a koko farmer in Vaisala in Savaii. And so my mum, she loves agriculture. So she studied it, but she doesn't do it for commercial use. She just does it for fun.
Yeah.
Like she likes going in the back. She has her own garden. She plants different things. So this is really heartwarming. And when you touched on that quote,
Yeah.
you know, because I've been around my mum and how she plants and different things like that, taking care of plants is a very caring process. Like the soil needs to be looked after, and we need to look after our bodies the same way, which is what you touched on for us. And I think that's absolutely beautiful.
So even I know even Mum shared, not everyone actually knows how to take care of a plant. And you know, now that you've actually shared, you know, what this quote means to you, maybe that's why my herbs don't. You know, I'm just like thinking.
You're so hard on yourself.
I'm like thinking, hang on, is that why my mint plant doesn't grow?
Yeah, but you know what also is important is as much as we need to take care of ourselves, a plant cannot grow on its own. It needs water and sun. So environment is key as well. So in order to
We were just
provide,
talking about-
we're just talking about the about having a healthy environment. So in order to provide a healthy environment, you know, it's like a cycle of nature. Florist, you would know this.
It is absolutely. I think it's an awakening that's happening in a lot of people today, and I think some people try to push it away because we're so busy in our minds, you know. And I think some people call it mindfulness, which is, you know, kind of all the rage. I don't have names for all the things that I come across in my processes and in my in my learning about myself, because I don't like to put names on anything. But what it is, it's a true and authentic kind of journeying into knowing who you are. But the land really teaches you that, nature teaches you that, and we have just forgotten. We lost our way, and we've forgotten that. And it, you know, this is actually calling out to our people to remember that and to come back. And we're building something that is hopefully going to help people come back to that, which is an exciting thing that I'm really excited to talk to you guys later about. And I think all of this, all put together, and where you're at as well in the work that you do, and many people that come to you for help, and people don't come to you for nothing. It's because, you know, you put it out there, that you support, you know, the building of this thing. And I think that once people realize that journey, that they are all part of this journey, you know, we're better for it. You know, we're able to find our path and make our work then meaningful. Everything that we do then becomes meaningful. And that's why people look at me and sometimes say, "Oh my gosh, you're a farmer. You know, dig the soil and whatnot." I have never felt anything so healing in my life than putting my hands and my feet in the soil, because as you said before, Hannah, it really grounded me. It helped me on that day when, you know, the land and nature thought that I was going to end things. It really kind of pulled itself up, because we're connected. You know, we're all part of the ecosystem. You know, the land and the soil is part of us. We go back into it, you know. And so there is no better way to be kind to our environment and to build that environment in a positive way, because it's also in your thinking, you know, than to give, you know, give into it. And that was actually happening to me when I was living on the farm and going back and doing all of these things. It was just, I wasn't teaching anybody anything. The land and the trees and nature was teaching me everything. And I just wanted to share that. And when I first started sharing that in my tours, I started running agri-tours, and people were coming and seeing what I was doing, seeing what I was preparing, all the food coming from my land, and then preparing it in a true and authentic way that speaks of our ancestors and of the food that is lost. And so much of our culture is lost. And this is what I say: we need to go back and eat from our cultural landscapes. We need to go back and eat the food that our ancestors put on our lau, on our piece of lau fai, so that we can eat and be nourished, truly nourished, because that's the food of our land. And sorry, it's gone off a little bit, whatever, but that's what this is, it really is empowering all of our Pacific people, our women in the space that women are in today. And I think we really need to pull that up. And it's great to see you guys doing this and spreading the word as well. So, but the calendar is really a powerful tool, for everyday life. It's not just a piece of thing that you hang up on the wall. When you look at the colors, you look at the women, the realness, the authenticity of what you see there, and in their words, it's nobody's words. Those are, their quotes, or what the quotes that inspire them in their lives. And that's a little bit of, about the women. And they're my sisters, mothers, aunties and daughters. And we do this work, we didn't set up a goal and a strategy and say, oh, we're going to be like, amazing business women, and we're going to, make all this much money. We strongly believe, and we really believe that will come anyway. It's going to come. And it has kind of shown up in many different ways. So hopefully, that's empowers people.
It has. Thank you. It's been, power hour.
I feel
it's
healed.
I
Flores, you have healed me. This conversation was highly empowering.
Yeah, it was. Look, the battles. I shared it this morning as well. We all experience, our silent battles. But I tell you what, make some strong women once you get through that storm. And I tell you, watch out, world. But Flores, it has been an absolute honor and pleasure, as always, having you on our platform, Blue TV. Yes, we have gone over our powerful, inspirational time. But look, Flores, once again, thank you to all of our viewers who continue to show our love, to our sponsors. That's it from us. Flores, did you have any final words?
Yeah, just quickly, if you're overseas, and there's lots of people overseas who I'm sending the calendars to, just be mindful that we have to pay for the postage as well. So if you donate $40, that will get the, ensure that you get a copy of the calendar. But feel free to donate whatever amount that you do. Here in New Zealand, of course, it's a $20 minimum donation on our Give a Little link. So if you just go on Give a Little Samoan Women's Farming Calendar and make a donation, and we send you the calendar. So essentially, you're not donating for nothing. You're getting something really amazing that's going to, help you even more than just having a calendar hanging in your house. And I really hope that everyone enjoys the calendar and the stories that are within. Yeah. Thank you so much, ladies.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Flores.
Oh my gosh, but that's it. We do have to wrap up, but don't, please, everyone, don't forget, awangi ngalo our brothers, Asiata and Lorenzo will be hosting and emceeing the gig there at Malaiola, and also a gig for Manurewa here for Gairio and also for Penina, and for Malaiola it is Vasa, Mina and Bronson are the youth leaders for that event. So head over if you haven't been vaccinated. I was going to say head over if you're not doing anything, but no, that's what I would normally say for an entertainment gig. But otherwise, head over. They are giving away incentives. So catch the boys. If you do see them, wave out. And we've got the Brother Asiata show right after this. So don't forget to tune in. But otherwise, thank you so much, Hannah. It's been a really powerful hour.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. But thank you so much for having me on. And thank you to all of our viewers. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
That's it from us. We've got a few more work to do out there. So
happy Friday and happy weekend.
God bless everyone.
For the next generation of growers and farmers in the Pacific, may you find your own rhythm on the land. May you grow and teach others how to grow with love. May your skills and intuition continue to nourish, nurture, and advise those who need it.
Tau tua male au nanga remote tau Samoa service station nei tona i matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele onisi o matu au nanga i sesi. Ai le ngata foile, ma tau te sia ke ina fo i lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mula ucapan. Apa itu yang baik pak urusan? Awalnya telepon, matu siapa lah yang voice mula ucapan. Mula nupo sila fia, mua tapela ucapan lepe out. Lua tapela telefon ni time utu ina ucapan. Malah baenga mulu. Mana tua fo? Matua i fasa ina lo tau maktapa ai no fuanga papeni. Ota Samoa, ore mota mo Samoa. Mado te fia e au na pe mo o Samoa. Aftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.